never told you could pay for the items at a later time. In fact, you were reminded several times that you needed to come back and finalize the transaction. We had met with you again on January 6th after completing our investigation. During this conversation, you admitted that you understood it was wrong to take the product without purchasing it, and you knew it was wrong to have consumed the food product without purchasing prior. When leaders pointed out that you were not seen on camera attempting to pay a second time, you had changed your explanation and said that you did not attempt to pay for the product on your second break, but just looked up your banking account. You also now stated that the coworker checking you out did offer to help pay for those items. You were not able to provide an explanation as to why your explanation changed from the first time we spoke.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened.
McLaren, this is Julie. How can I help you?
Oh, it's Avery. I don't know what happened. It disconnected.
Okay. When did it disconnect?
Just now. It just for like 1 second.
Like, did you hear like the the January 6th explanation?
Yeah. When I first got rang up, I had enough money in my account. It was just after the refund thing and it was pending, I didn't have enough to pay it. I had enough between the gift card and stuff.
Yeah. So, I guess the problem here is that even though that happened, you didn't have the money thereafter to pay for what you got and you still ate it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I didn't try paying for it on my second break because I checked my bank account and I had no money in there because it's still, it said it was pending. And that's why, I was still in my register. I was going to wait until I closed my register and I was still clocked in to tell you about, what happened. Because I went over it with you, but it was still pending at the time during 6 a.m. all the way until 6:40. And I actually received the payment like 1 day later. The refund.
Yeah, like it went back on your card like a day later.
Yeah, but that was on a Saturday.
Yeah, that usually takes a whole day for it to refund back on.
Yeah.
So going forward, so your story did not align with what could be seen on video and purchase review, as well as you did not remain consistent with your answers throughout the investigation. Your consistency left us with more questions than answers, or your inconsistency, sorry. Moreover, to a reasonable person, it could appear as if you were not being honest in an attempt to avoid being reprimanded. Per Quick Trip's loss prevention policy, all merchandise must be paid for prior to consuming, smoking, or reading, etc., including but not limited to food, tobacco, reading materials. Your actions are a direct violation of this policy and are considered theft. In addition, during our meeting on January 6th, you informed us that you knew what you were doing was wrong, but did it anyways. Due to your actions and explanations provided, we no longer feel comfortable allowing you to work. As a result, your employment with Quick Trip is terminated effective immediately.
All right.
Do you have any questions for me?
I'm just kind of confused on how it's considered theft.
So it's because you consumed product without paying for it.
Yeah.
So the loss prevention policy, all merchandise must be paid for prior to consuming, smoking, or reading. So you consumed product without paying for it.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just kind of confused because I had all the money at the time, and then since it didn't go through, I don't know. And it was like a $2 difference. I tried paying it multiple times and stuff.
Right. So, like, because of the whole once you process a transaction, so the first time when it was all rung up and there wasn't enough money to pay for it, and so you asked Chastity to take off the croissant. Well, she couldn't do that because your card payment was already processed. So that's why it was voided.
Yeah.
And then that pending charge happened. And unfortunately, even though that's what happened, you didn't have the money to pay for the food. But you still chose to eat it.
She asked me if it was my first meal of the day, and I said yeah, because I didn't eat for 15 hours prior. I was asleep, and I was up working, and then that would be my first meal, but that's why she said that I could try paying on my second break, but she was busy back in the kitchen doing dishes. So I just figured, I checked my bank account then at the time, and I was covering my own break, and yeah, it still was pending.
Yep, I guess the correct thing would have been you had that gift card. You could have a cheeseburger, you probably had enough money to buy the cheeseburger.
Yeah, like I had the money.
And not the other stuff.
Yeah. No, actually, I had enough money for everything but the croissant when I actually checked, like between my real card and my gift card thing.
Yeah. So had the gift card been rang up in the first transaction and that you didn't pull out the gift card, you told her to take off the croissant.
Yeah.
So that's where the problem lies. So
yeah,
it was gone about it the wrong way, and per the policy, you can't consume stuff without paying for it, and you also can't run a tab. So you can't eat something and then pay for it later.
Yeah, like how I tried doing on the food meeting and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. I understand.
Do you have any other questions before I let you go?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then I'll get you punched on. It would be from 12:16 to 12:26. Okay?
Alright, sounds good. When would the last check, would that be next week, or wouldn't I have to go personally pick it up, like as a real check?
No, you still get direct deposit.
Okay.
I think we got paid Friday, right? Like the 5th?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I think your last paycheck, if I'm not wrong, would be next Friday, the 19th. And today would be the last thing on there.
Alright.
Okay. Well, thank you, Avery.
Thank you, too.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on,
It's
Avery?
retarded. I got fired. I got it all on video, too. She read an entire corporate script to me and then tried telling me that it's considered theft. I'm like, oh, okay.
That what?
It's considered theft. And she's read an entire corporate script to me.
And then how did you record it? What are you talking about?
I'm on my computer, so like I can save videos.
Okay, Avery, but what I don't get is, okay, why did they tell you to come into work the other day?
Well, I was supposed to work on Saturday. That's when I went in. But no, they didn't tell me to come into work. She tried calling me and stuff, and my calls didn't go through. So she was probably trying to get a hold of me so she could talk to me about the situation.
Right, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is, Avery. Just keep looking for another job.
She said I'll get my second check on like the 19th, or my last check on the 19th or something.
All right, okay. Well, they're going to consider it stealing. I don't know. Whatever.
It's
Still.
retarded. Yeah.
All right, just keep looking for another job. That's all you can do.
I will.
All right, and then just, you know, it doesn't. Why you don't need to record it? It's their shit. There's nothing you can do about it.
I know.
You know? All right, just get back to work. Like somebody will call you. Do you know what's going on with your phone? If you can fix your phone.
I'm pretty sure I fixed that. I just reset a whole bunch of settings.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well, it's going through when I'm calling you the first time. Now I don't know why.
Yeah, so I probably fixed it then, so that's good.
All right, just keep looking for a job. If I were you, I would go to O'Reilly's, like I said.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, really, you're just kind of wasting time. Not.
I feel like I gotta dress a certain way. I could put on like jeans.
What?
I could like dress a certain way. Like I feel like if I wear a poopy shirt, maybe they'd be more likely to hire me.
No, just go in there, Avery. No, just go in there like normal dress and say some parts there.
I don't know. They'll know I like cars.
What?
They'll know I like cars. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just normal. You don't gotta dress up to go to O'Reilly's.
All right.
I would just go in there and see if they're hiring for a parts guy. That's what you need to do.
Alright.
See what they say.
Okay. I'll have to shower and then I can go look at places.
All right, but I gotta get off here because I gotta get going. I gotta head back there, and I won't be able to talk to you for about a month. So when I can, I'll get a hold of you. Okay?
All right. Yeah. Just call me whenever you can or whatever.
Yeah, I will, and then talk to your grandma. Stay in touch with your grandma. Then try to save your money until you get back to work.
I know that's what I'm doing, so I'm gonna hold on to all the money I make from the check.
All right. I love you.
I love you too.
All right, bye.